Coordination.
Yeah,
the glasses, the lips,
yeah. I'm TARDIS Blue. I'm a Doctor Who fan.
TARDIS Blue, nice.
TARDIS Blue.
Is that out of your shot?
Yeah, you're good.
Cool.
Alright, so give us a rundown. Tell us about
Oh, you're going to start with blanket statements like that?
let's
Oh,
do
wow.
it.
That puts the burden on us. You don't have a question you want?
I do have a question, but it'll come later.
While he's taking pictures, I'll get started. Midnight Texas, if you're not a fan of the books, you don't know the world that Charlane's created, is an incredible world set in a middle of nowhere town where a bunch of supernatural creatures have taken refuge from the world because of the bigotry and the assaults on who they are. And so we are a diverse group of individuals, some human, most not, that have come together and found family where we could make it.
So the Rev is kind of an interesting character. I've read the first book. I haven't read all three, but you're an interesting character in the book where you kind of seem you're sort of against your will, kind of part of this community, but you care about them. Can you talk about that a little bit?
I think against the will, in a way. I think he goes to Midnight out of necessity. I think he is the fact that he has his dual nature, where he becomes his tiger, and he's a reverend. He becomes a reverend and retreats to Midnight to deal with the fact that he has this dark nature that is violent, that he is in conflict with. So, turning to God and retreating to Midnight are how he copes with this other side.
And a lot of times genre material, whether it's fantasy, supernatural, or sci-fi, it's a way to address really relevant social topics, but in a roundabout way.
Absolutely.
So was that something that drew you to this project?
For me, hugely so. I mean, look, I'm a geek from the time I was a kid. I took refuge in story, in libraries, and movie theaters, and I think as great it is to be entertaining, that's where story really serves humanity. Is it lets us know we're not alone, and that, just because you don't fit in with the people that are immediately in your circumstances doesn't mean you can't find circumstances that you do.
Yeah, I think to have a place where everyone is accepted, particularly with everything that's going on now, everything we're seeing now, where people are not only not accepted but being ejected. This is a town where you can live there as you are, as long as you don't make any trouble. The only trouble we deal with are outside forces who threaten the existence of this peaceful place, and that's really,
You're totally welcome, just don't step on our toes.
just behave,
Kind of going along with that, a lot of genre shows are also about found family.
Yes.
Do you guys feel that camaraderie amongst the cast as well?
Oh man, absolutely.
Yeah,
I mean, all except for Yul. Him, it's less found family and more like just revering God.
Yeah,
But,
that's amazing. Yeah. No, we all really got along actually very, very well.
Yeah.
We shoot in a place that's very isolated. There's really not a lot to do, and we spent a lot of time with each other. We had very, very long days. Everybody was very cordial and nice to each other. We really just got along and showed up there and got the job done.
Yeah, this is a really blessed situation to have so many great people, and I think it certainly starts all the way back to Charlane. Charlane is an incredible and decent human being, and so is Monica Green, who is our show creator, who took the material and turned it into the TV series. And from the very top of our production on down through the lines of every department, it seems they just gather a great group of people that really care about the work and have their humanity well intact. So, hell yeah.
When you were first viewing the pilot, after you worked first views of the pilot, what were your impressions? Kind of themes and tones and things that you were hoping the audience would grab.
You like the general, you're just not going to help me out at all, are you? Just give me your impressions.
I want to hear your thoughts. We want you to help us out.
I My first impression was just happy that I felt like it came off really good. I'm vested in this. I really, both because I like the material and I like the people I'm working with, I want to see this succeed. And so every step of the way, it's like birthing a baby, and you're like, oh, I hope this is going to be a good birth. And so seeing that, I was really happy because I felt like we'd done a great job with it. And just between you and me, it only gets better from here.
It's just interesting. When I wasn't concerned with the writing. I knew that was really solid. My fear with any of these things is how the effects are going to come off, because a show like this can live or die by that, and it exceeded my expectations. I mean, they really spent a lot of money, and the thing is, like, if you don't do that, then you really sort of it's going to fail or it's going to limp. You know what I mean? But it was so good. And the effects, have you seen episode 2 and 3? Have you seen anything else? When you see it, it gets better and better and better. I mean, they really went full throttle with that, which is incredible.
I'm talking and handing you guys away. Thank you.
Thanks.
So much.
Thank you guys.